Hi. Welcome to another episode of Technology Expert on chatbots. We've all heard of them, right? They suck and they're a joke, but what if they actually worked and could understand and answer anything you asked of it? Imagine having a program that can give you investment research, generate and debug code, create a Twitter bot for you when you have no knowledge of coding, create a weight loss plan, be a personal assistant, mental health support marketing, SEO strategist, write movie scripts, essays, and much more. This is now a reality. Thanks to ChatGPT, a program released on the 30th of November, 2022. Long story short, ChatGPT has the potential to turn the work of one man into the productivity of 10 men. What does this mean for the world and society as a whole? In this episode, we'll dive deep into all of that and also give some wild examples of how this AI is being used today. If you're a budding entrepreneur wondering what the next big thing is, you might want to stick around for this one because OpenAI CEO has some pretty interesting insight into the future of all industry. You're watching Tele Fusion TV. ChatGPT is a large language model created by OpenAI. Since the company's inception in 2015, we've covered many achievements by them. The latest of which was the image generator DALL-E 2. In 2019, OpenAI raised $1 billion from Microsoft and currently have a valuation of $20 billion. Since its release, ChatGPT has become an internet phenomena. In just 5 days, it crossed 1 million users. For comparison, Netflix took 41 months, Facebook, 10 months, Instagram 2.5 months. It's very clear that the ability to ask open-ended questions about any topic and receiving a response that isn't hand-coded has a clear market with virtually unlimited demand. By drawing on what it's seen in its massive internet dataset, the end result is the mimicking of human writing. ChatGPT is an improved version of GPT-3, which OpenAI is calling GPT 3.5. The main difference is that they've added human feedback in the training process. This is called supervised reinforcement learning. In essence, during the training, multiple versions of responses by the AI were ranked by quality from best to worst by the humans, and the AI is digitally rewarded when it improves. The model is then fine-tuned and the process is repeated a few times. This method ends up producing an AI language model that's 100 times smaller than GPT-3, but still performs better. There are other steps, but that's the long and short of it. The real breakthrough was involving human hands-on time during the training process, and when you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. Humans know what humans like better than AI are trying to guess blindly, although it has a limited knowledge up to 2021 and can't browse the web live. As far as I'm aware, the results are still impressive. You can kind of see the future already, these little AI helpers that multiply the productivity of any one worker. But also future versions could be like talking to an expert in any given field. But in the current day, there are improvements that are needed, but more on this later. So if you're an everyday person that doesn't care about the intricate details of knowledge, this next example should make it clear why this technology can be useful to everyone. A user effectively asked this AI to be his personal trainer. Given his weight and age, it calculated his total daily energy expenditure and gave an explanation. He then asked it what calorie deficit he would need to lose 15 pounds in 3 months. It then created a meal plan, recipes on how to cook it, a table of the weekly meal plan and a grocery list of ingredients. And of course, people are using it to craft interactions for online dating. So a question is begging to be asked. Why can't we have this in all of our smartphones right now? Well, it's a matter of cost. According to an Alphabet employee who attended a Google internal talk about large language models, these systems in their current state take a lot of compute power. It works on a small scale of perhaps a few million people, but to scale it up to the size of billions of daily user requests doesn't make economic sense yet. The server would be too expensive and the latency would be too high. Currently, one AI answer costs 10 to 100 times more than a regular Google web search. According to Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, the cost of a single response is in the single digits. If we say that this is 5 cents and Google carries out 8.5 billion searches per day, this would mean a cost of $425 million per day to have a Google search scale AI language system in its current form. The interesting thing is AI itself could, in theory, optimize large language models to be more efficient, and this brings us to the stranger and sometimes darker things that ChatGPT has done here. A user asked the AI to find the vulnerability in the code of an Ethereum smart contract chat. GPT thinks it's helping, but in reality it's giving information that it really shouldn't. So in conclusion, GPT is limited, gets things wrong and is unfeasible at a large scale right now, but it's clear that this is a peek into the future. A clear avenue for a multi-billion-dollar industry to arise as part of the first step of many. I mean, if this product designer could use it to create a fully functional notes app in an hour and an 11-year-old child can create a text game that thousands have already played, it's clear to see that this is an actual disruptive technology. Unlike all the other tech scams out there that claim to be more broadly, and this is just me thinking, I think we're surpassing the information age and entering the knowledge age. The information age came with the advent of computers, the web and internet. Now AI is making sense of that information and giving us artificial knowledge. Knowledge differs from pure information because by definition it requires skill and an understanding of the subject. At this stage, it's mimicking that skill and mimicking that understanding, but that just might be enough in any case. This is something that all the technology of the information age just couldn't do. Some even go as far as to call access to such technology a human right. So what do you guys think? Do you think this is the coolest thing in the world, or are you a little bit worried by this? And if so, what field of work are you in? I'm interested to know your thoughts. I do actually read all the comments. Anyways, that's about it from me. Feel free to check out the podcast and some of the other videos I've done on surrounding topics about this. For your further knowledge, my name is Togo and you've been watching Techology Expert, and I'll catch you again soon for the next episode. Cheers guys. Have a good one.